Hi and welcome. This is Eric, and today I'm going to show you how to create a table in SQL Server Database. So there are two ways to create a table. First way is to use the syntax, which you can see here. It's create table, and you have to define the table name, open parentheses, you define your column name and the data type. So if you don't know what a data type is, please go and watch my previous video. And then you separate these columns by commas, and at the end of the day you close the parentheses. Another way is to use graphical user interface. We will see that in a minute. So first, let's start to see how to create a table using the script. To do that, you go to your SQL Server Management Studio, and then this is the syntax, and we are going to create a table in one of our databases. Okay, so before we do that, I'm going to create a database really quick, and we have seen how to create a database on our previous video. So if you don't know how to, please go ahead and watch that video. So the first thing is I'm going to go ahead and open a new query, and I'm going to use master, and I'm going to create a database called HR. So I've just used the script to the database HR. So if I execute this, I'll get a successful message, and if I refresh my databases here, I'll be able to see HR database. This is a new database. If you go into the database right now, we don't have any tables. We do have system tables, file tables, and all that, but we don't have any system tables. We should be able to see our employees table after we create. So to create the table in here, human resources, first you have to open a new query. Second is you have to use human resource. Okay, you are telling SQL, hey, I'm gonna go write my syntax here, but please use human resource. Please insert the database into HR database. Okay, so I've already used database, and you can see at the available database right now we have chosen HR, and instead of using this command, you can go ahead and use this available database and choose HR if you don't want to use the script. So I'm going to copy my script here, and I'll go ahead and execute. So as you can see, we do have our table name, we do have our column, and our data type separated by a comma. Again, we define the second column, and we define our data type. Again, we do a hire date, and then we define our data type. So we do have three different kinds of data types here, which are integers, text, and we do have dates. Okay, so I'll go ahead and execute my SQL. Now you can get, you'll see I've gotten the command that this command has been completed successfully. So if I go back here and refresh my script, I'll be able to see my database, my table here. If I select all, if I select top 1000 rows, right now my database doesn't have any data. I'll make another video so that I can show you how to insert data into this table. But now let's use a graphical user interface to create the table here. So to create a table using graphical user interface, you go to the tables, you go into your databases, you right click and say new tables. This window will pop up here, and if you don't see the properties window, go ahead and click F4, function F4 on a keyboard, and you'll be presented with this window here. Or the other way, you can go to view and you'll see properties window here, and then we just have to make it available. It's right here, so you can make it visible doing that. So you're gonna go ahead and name your database, your table name. So I'm going to name this table name as, let's do employee 2. We're just gonna go ahead and delete it later. So I'm gonna go to define here. I'm gonna say, okay, my column names are employee number, and the data type will say int. And I'll create my second column, which gonna be employee name, and I'll say this is varchar 50, and my last column name, I'll say this will be hire date, and I'll give it a data type of date. So once you're done with this, you can see this table has not been saved. You have to go here and click save employee table, and your table will be saved. And if you go back here and refresh and go back to tables, you should be able to see employee table. And if you right click and execute this command, select top 1000 rows, your table right now is empty, it doesn't have any data. So the next video will be, I'll be showing you guys how to insert data into a table. Thank you. You have a nice day.